underappreciated. I'd say Arliss 100%. Who else would I go with? It's a hard call, really. It's a real hard call. I'm not actually too sure. We'll speak about that. Tweet us. Hashtag ESL Premiership if you've got any ideas.
Hashtag underrated players. All of them. Hype. He's up top. He's ready to try and drop top, but instead he goes down. Dropped by Mr. Hoy. Response from Angry. Elo comes into effect as well. This is not a fantastic start for Radix. Let's see if they will be able to claw it back. 3 versus 4. The A site has been taken in seconds there.
Yeah, 4 versus 2. As Wolfie finds another frag, but Capers will eventually find one towards B short. But it's still a 2 versus 3, as you said. The defuse kid drops somewhere towards that A site. They have to try to salvage that one. Time is not of the essence. Arliss is coming from behind. The bomb already been taken away far too long. Really a chance here in this one for Radix.
Yeah, unlikely they're going to be able to grab it. Artist goes in, just looking to try and find some frags, really. Capers with 1, but it's nowhere near enough. Snods. Artist as well. Here's the deck. Epiphany Bolt get the opening pistol rounds. That is a much-needed good start as well. Epiphany Bolt are a team that actually works off tempo a lot, being more of that mixed style.
Yeah, 100%. Obviously, for Epiphany Bolt, when you are the mixed team, especially on the T side as well for Mirage, you know, you want to have that high-octane, fast-paced style of CS. The reason being is you don't have those executes, those tactics to fall back on into those later rounds. You cannot just, you know, play a mid-default, take control of CPL, take control of connector, and fall back onto, you know, an A split or a B split with set grenades. You know, you smoke short, you flash through that smoke, you go fast towards the B apps. You know, you're coordinated as a team and a core. Can't really do that when you're a mix. You know, your timings are off, and that's going to be a big factor here for Radix. Can they deny the early aggression?
You wonder. Hype. He goes for the early information play over towards the A ramp. Is slain by Elo as the push comes through now for Epiphany Bolt as well. It's going to be that split hit towards A through the choke points. Bowden playing up close person with a USP, but he shouldn't really be able to do too much. Actually, he has the CZ out. Yeah, Dom spots him though, so he doesn't get a chance to try and style on him. Angry comes through with just 1 frag off the back of the scout though, Snods, but that's basically it really. Got Capers and Artist left. You might as well just save the armor and the upgraded weapon. Just give this one to Epiphany though.
2 versus 4. And as you said, they will be saving their upgraded pistols and Kevlar. 1 HE grenade as well for Capers, so if Epiphany Bolt want to go for another fast play towards the A side, obviously Capers can launch that grenade towards ramp, and you know, you combine a USP headshot and a direct to the HE grenade, you can definitely find, you know, an opening frag, pick up an AK, and try and snowball that. But all of that was for nothing, Jack. All that talk going into thin air, as Capers will eventually be taken down towards jungle. So it's going to be Artist staying alive with the CZ and Kevlar. Wolfie's gun not going to be able to be salvaged by Artist as well, so we'll be able to save that one. It will go 2-0. So Epiphany Bolt claiming 2 already. How much money has Radix invested into that last round? Bodo Master, does he have over $3,000? Yes, he does. But apart from that, you know, $2,000 across the board here for Radix. They are going to be lacking that utility, potential Molotovs, potential, you know, abundance of utility, diffuse kits, for example, into that first buy round. But apart from that, all smooth sailing so far for Epiphany.
Yeah, it's a good start for him, actually. It's dearly needed, so let's see if they can keep it up, obviously. This should be the 3rd round grabbed swiftly. Moving on from that, that's when Radix will actually given themselves an opportunity to try and fight back. Capers is going to be hearing all of this commotion coming down towards the B site. Will attempt to strike, but only gets a little bit of damage off. Not really a frag. You won't expect too much from the buy they do actually have.
Yeah, main goal here for Epiphany. Stack up as much cash as you can onto Wolfie's Mac 10. Also try and have 4, 5 players staying alive and really absorb that round victory bonus without players hitting the deck. Eventually Wolfie will go down. Found 1 kill the Mac 10, so at least it's something to have. But Angry will find a second as well here for the CT side. But apart from that, all consolation frags. At least though, Angry can, you know, retrieve this AK, try and save it into round number 4. And that could be the difference between, you know, full utility, a diffuse kit, for example, for Radix to carry forward into the first buy round. We know how important those diffuse kits can be, especially when, you know, Epiphany Bolt into this first buy round, you know, if they're going to have Galils or SMGs, if it is a fast-paced round, there's a high chance that bomb is going to be planted. So having the diffuse kit could be a defining factor here for Radix.
So Hype dies, but at least Angry stayed alive. He was one with the AK as well. It's a lot more important he actually did have it out. Ooh, and there's the AWP for Bowden. Now then, diving back into this. This is where Radix needs to start getting their heads in the game. Snods come in strong on the opening first rifle round here between these two teams.
Why is Angry not bought a diffuse kit? It's 2.5k. He didn't even buy a Molotov as well. This is what I meant about a fast round now from Epiphany. There's a high chance they get the bomb planted here. Flashes rain in, Molotov as well. Here comes the hit towards B.
Yeah, this could be risky. Nice use of the Molotov. Actually, there was a bounce back. Bounced by the car to try and force them out. Artist with one. Capers comes through. But things have not gone well. Caesar and Dom actually slay their opposition very quickly. Wolfie from the site going to wolf down Angry. Bowden. He's just hoping to find a frag. They have no real reason to extend out on the cross. Hype is there with him. This is a good duo on the side of Radix. But they need to have confidence in their wits about them, Snods. Peek from Wolfie. Actually executes Hype as well. Exhilarating play from the AK. Annihilates him down. It's all on Bowden. Peeks through. Finds the initial frag. But has to try and keep the electricity flowing through his veins as he weaves around. 9 HP on Dom. He has no read from his teammate. They haven't actually communicated that towards him. Goes in with the AWP out. And after land, the no-scope misses it. Dom! 9 HP. The golden opportunity. You're up close and personal. You're going to win that firefight.
Dom's a player that, within recent form, has been stepping up hugely. I mean, stood in for Wind and Rain on the weekend for DreamHack Marcel qualifiers. Good old Fry, sleeping in, of course. Hit the snooze button a few too many times.
Classic.
But yeah, Dom, they had a 16-12 win versus Singularity. Dom dropped 30 frags in that one on Train.
That's huge.
Obviously, Train being the second map here. But yeah, I mean, so far it's looking good for Epiphany. Is it more of a fact that Radix are making a bit of an issue there? Obviously, Anger giving $2,500 and opting to not go for a Molotov, but opting to also buy up for Diffuse Kit was rather strange.
Oh, Angry though. He's going to make it work back into this round. All of a sudden, Snods, he's kicked it into second gear. Finds 3 headshots off the back of the M4. And here comes Caesar into effect. Let's see if he can actually try and get an opening frag. Can't do it. Overextended round as well, so the AWP is down, recovered by Hype. This works out well for Radix. You can now actually get that AWP back in a commission, pass that over to Bowden. You've got 2 AKs for free as well, so they can buy up around it. But Radix, they've got to get their heads together from that and just try and follow up. If there is a potential reset, that's when it's really going to be Epiphany Bolt storming ahead on their T side here. It's a good start from them. Already 4 rounds collected. Better than we expected, actually, on the early opener.
Oh, 100%. Obviously, this being the first mapping as well from Radix, expecting the nuke bank to come out. If one of the maps that was going to be on the cards here for both these teams, expecting Mirage or Cash, but obviously Cash being the last ban from Epiphany. 5 AKs now from the T side as they're grouping up behind this A main smoke, pushing through slowly. Hype going to spot them out towards CT, has the AWP, but unable to get that first shot in with the AWP already, but the the smoke towards Palace on a flashbang will be delaying the push momentarily. Well,
Angry is going to try and lay the smack down upon them as they come through. Only gets the 1 though, but Hype's been able to deal 2 nice kills as he sends Dom off to the burned wall and then finds the flick on the second. There is a trade though, Snods. Now things get a little bit more dangerous potentially here if Epiphany Vault can actually get the bomb down. They're going to be scouting around, trying to clear out the angles before they commit to anything because they wanted to rotate through to B, but Artist had a prime time angle. Gets the over as he finds the kill on Wolfie. More to be done still though. Elo looking to try and get the trade back. 50 seconds on the clock and he is pent in. They are surrounding him.
1 versus 3. Eventually, Master going to claim it. Hype with the AWP finds 2 towards triple. There you have it. Round number 7. The 4-2 scoreline already. So Epiphany Bolt obviously claiming 3 from the pistol round victory, then having the following subsequent rounds from there, getting to the 3-0 start, having the B rush, exploiting the fact that Radix were lacking that, utility really. When you go for that force buy in the second round, going into that first buy round, they were lacking the Molotovs. Could have had the defuse kit, but obviously Angry strangely opting to not buy it. But then again, because he didn't buy that Molotov and didn't buy that defuse kit, was able to afford the M4 in the 5th round, and obviously it's the first round they won, so it was a bit strange. And here he is now in the forefront, finding 2 frags, tries to go for more, but eventually gets 2 overzealous. But Hype with the eventual refrag. So just going to be 2 versus 4 here, but likely scenario we see a 3-4 on Radix on the Resurgence.
Yep, just trying to cause some commotion towards mid, then go for a late round plant towards the B site. Caesar and Mr. Hoy are there. Capers detects him, falls back. Essentially, he just needs to stay alive right now. Give his teammates some time to rotate through so they can deny the bomb plant. Oh, he is low though, Snods. He has actually been able to keep them at bay. They haven't gone for the plant. Kills Caesar. Just Mr. Hoy left, who's only on 12 HP. Mr. Hoy takes down Hype. So it is 1 weapon out of commission, but still pretty good round there from Radix. Very close to reset in the score now. It's a 3-4, but the buy comes back in for Epiphany Bolt.
Let's see then. Wolfie, 4.8k, can afford the AWP if he wants to, but instead going to opt for some utility. Now the question is for Epiphany Bolt, do they go back towards the safe side? Do they go for the same execution? Do they go for more of a mid-default style and take this risk where they do, they do lack this late round execution, for example. But then again, on a map like Mirage, it is very, very easy to play that loose style towards middle. Go up through connector, get control towards short. No flashbang. Simple walkout from Dom, and it's unlike for Dom to go first.
Yeah, goes charging in, trying to get the entry there. Bowden as well, he's now given the opportunity to push through. Slowly sneaks his way up. It is covered. Caesar and Wolfie there. They land the dink. He's forced to retreat. If they extended out off the back of it, there would have been a trade from Ardis, but luckily they play it smart. They're also creeping their way towards B. Capers, still the lone man, the only defender there waiting as he hears that smoke bloom, but it's starved for info.
Wow. Dom going first. Gives the first to Border Master, also claims the second. Caesar hitting the deck as well, so 5 versus 3 is now they are going to be slowly shifting through the B smoke. The apartments as they get spotted out, they line up for Ardis, tries to go as well for the third, but eventually Elo will be taking him down. So now 1 versus 4, and we see the same scenario. Elo in the 1 versus 3, the 1 versus 4, the clutch situation, you name it, but always in these extremely disadvantageous positions.
Yeah, not a great spot to be in, as he just peeks towards short. Obviously a bit timid to actually try and push his way through. He's going to leap out a window, gets the first headshot as he's starting to look crisp though. Takes down Angry, needs some more, but he's been outskilled by the Capers.
Well, double AWP set up now from Radix. Obviously the AWP from Border Master providing both the entries into that last former round. And a 5 versus 3 where you can imagine the callers trying to go for this B split, get control towards middle, obviously smoke towards window. Molotov in towards connector. Try, you know, smoke to my connector, get connector control, get in towards window, sorry, get in towards CPL, get in towards short, go for a B split, 2 towards short, 3 towards the apartments. But if Master's finding those entry frags in towards middle, both of them at that, you know, this B split becomes so pathetic.
Ooh, Wolfie though, going to be able to find himself a tasty little frag. Comes up big with the CZ, has to fall back as well though as he gets caught. Ardis with the first peek. Ardis just trying to mow them down on the extension, but he doesn't need to die here. Just fall back a little bit, play it a bit more safer as the push is coming around towards the A site. Hype is there. You got the double up setup, one of them stationed towards B, and one of them towards mid, and one of them towards A. So Hype is ready if he actually gets contact, but as of now, I don't believe he's seen anyone to get a read. Oh, there we go though, only a tag's not. The HE comes in. Ooh, no.
Yeah, still only a tag as well onto Caesar. We'll be missing the second shot as well, but a 4 versus 4 bomb planted for Epiphany Bolts. That will secure the buy into the next round regardless. Dom will find the header Ardis. Star power going to be dimmed here for Radix as they are losing players left, right and centre.
Not a great spot to be in. The hard thing is as well, it's the double up retake against the A site where you're going up against pistols. In situations like this, Bowden really risking it, trying to push through like that. Hype as well, out on the site all on his lonesome. They've let them walk in towards A site. You've given them it, and you've just said, you know what, you can have that one.
Yeah, finding the first frag towards the A site. Dom retrieving the M4, finds the second frag as well into Ardis.
So, obviously the thing is, Snipes, with Counter-Strike, right? If you go for a double up setup and it doesn't work, you know what you do?
Triple.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, so that's huge.
Wow. 3. Where are they positioned as well? 1 towards Palace. 1 towards B apartments. And 1 towards window. So across the whole map really, then obviously rifles towards short, towards connector. But Hype finds second for himself into that round. Angry was taken down towards the stairs position, so it's still going to be a 4 versus 3, and Hype is fairly low as well, remember. So it is still a fairly even playing field. Red flag here for Epiphany Both. They lose this round though, Jack. Money, reset. Thankfully that they won the last round on a quasi-buy, so they will have cash in the bank. But having the money reset and the round of bonus back down to 1400 could be detrimental, especially now as Hype finds the trio of frags, exposing the bomb towards ramp as well. So now Epiphany Bolt telegraphing exactly what they're trying to commit.
It's true, though. They're starting to get a bit rowdy, so obviously Hype, he's gone along and put a dent in their rowdy, and now things have calmed down a little bit. Obviously just Caesar and Dom remaining. They had 2 AWPs to start this round, now there's only 2 AKs left in possession for Epiphany Bolt, and they are spread very thin. It's like when you get to the last of the butter and you can't quite cover the slice.
Do you know what I found on eBay? Not eBay, Amazon.
What?
A butter scraper.
Isn't that just a
it's
knife?
Like a knife, yeah, but it's got like little holes in it. So what it does is it thins out the butter into like cylinders. That way it melts quicker.
Right.
It is £10, of course.
So it allows air to go through the butter.
No, it just makes it smaller, so it melts quicker on the toast.
Oh wow.
Pretty crazy, really.
That's interesting.
It is.
Did you buy one?
Of course not. I just saw it. They also had a hot dog toaster. If you didn't have a pan or a griddle at home.
Specifically just for the hot dog.
28 pounds, of course. £28 is a...
Dude, I feel like that's a deal, man.
Really?
Make some home hot dogs.
Don't know about
Bring it
that.
into the studio.
Maybe.
Let's make some hot dogs. That's fast. Talking about hot dogs, though. Hype. Killing people.
Calling him a dog.
He might as well be. He's dead.
He is.
Angry coming through. He's going to be able to respond now. Gets the first frag. Boden comes in for the second. Angry closes it out. And they're tied up. Now, actually, Radix in the lead, sorry, as they grab themselves that 6th round. Looking good. So the triple up setup, although I did question it, it's worked well, but mainly just because Hype had fun.
Yeah, what was it? Like a 4K or 3K from Hype? 6-5 now. From the 4-0 advantage Epiphany Bolt had claim from winning that first pistol, winning that first buy round. It's all gone rather stagnant. Now into the buy rounds, falling back on the old execution towards the A site. Should work it through though, as Hype was AWPing it, but emphasis on the past tense there, Jack. Was AWPing it. Gonna have the M4 now close towards the ramp smoke. 1 minute 35. Hype has the Molotov as well, but the smoke is beginning to fade. So gonna be falling back, but it's gonna be caught. Oh, Caesar peeks out. Ooh, but it's still alive. Smokes come in, and here comes execution. The Molotov will delay for a few seconds though. Hype
on the flashbang extension as he goes round. Nice use of the Molotov for his teammate there as well. Hype's going to be pushed from both angles, so his teammates need to get in quick, but they can't. Cape is up close, but he still can't do anything. He's just going to get sprayed down from Wolfie, and this A site has been struggling to keep these terrorists out.
5 versus 2. Radix, they have money to work with. Can play for exit frags. So 4 versus 2 now, so potential for Radix now. But then again, play for exit frags here. There's no reason to give away these orbs as well for free. You know, Caesar could definitely wield it. Elo as well during the regular season. But exit frags would work. We know the money for Epiphany Bot right now is going to be fairly weak, so you can play it slow, get the exit frags with the orbs, try and diminish the T-cell economy as much as possible. But a good round called there from Epiphany Bow, and it made sense as well. Think about this. What have we seen so far from Radix? We know on Mirage they play heavy towards middle, towards B short, angry towards connector, Border Master playing towards window usually. How do you exploit that? Go for the ace execution smokes, smoke off stairs, smoke off jungle and connector, isolate Hype alone. Even if Caesar died and gave away the first frag to Hype, getting that trade kill and having a 4 versus 4 with the sights in your favor is still so much better. You know, in terms of the setup, one of the things Shiki told me ages ago was you either play 2 on the site or 2 off the site. In that regard, you know, should Hype be playing close ramp alone on the A site, especially when he's so exposed to execution? You know, especially when he uses his own smoke as well towards ramp. Not really. If he plays towards triple, plays towards CT, he can get so much more work done.
Yeah, that always is the risk versus reward factor with quite a... yeah, it's a bold play, and it didn't really work out in the manner he wanted it to. Boden tried to go for a quick face towards mid there just before the smoke bloomed. Hype actually gets away alive as well here as the peek comes around from Caesar. Somehow going to be able to get out. Artist finds the frag on Elo as well. Big man Elo.
Hello.
There's only 4 T's remaining slots, but it appears they will come together. They will they'll join their efforts and they'll go to B.
Hello, Wolfie. Harvey! Did you get that reference?
What is that?
Do you not get that reference?
No. Is that a Katie Price?
Gordon, Katie Price,
right.
yeah. Well, anyway, forget about that one then. 6-6. 4 versus 5 here. Artist from the first frag, but once again the upper well-timed smoke as well towards B apartments.
Oh,
Dom walks through.
Dom doesn't give a damn. Oh, they're all in. Capers all of a sudden goes big as he mows them down with a hat trick. The bodies hit the ground. It's like a Panic at the Disco. Boden left. Going to be waiting it out with the AWP as he holds, waiting for the face from Caesar. Just a AK in his hand. Spam from Angry as well, Snods, but there's going to be no connection. Caesar, a bit timid, I imagine. So just holds, trying to crouch through. The bomb miles away from him. Slowly shows a bit of skin towards Boden.
Round number 14 then. 7-6, and Radix, slow burner. Started off fairly slow. They're bringing this one back. If you're Epiphany Bolt here, do you try and concede the 8th round to Radix? You save this one, go for quasi-buy potentially on some of the players that have cash to work with. Buy up into that last round and try and, you know, salvage an 8-7 from this half. It will be that latter choice as they will be going for the quasi-buy. 3 players here with Kevlar, Dom and the Deagle as well. Chris, our observer, we can see the scoreboard please real quick. Who's fragging out right now? It's all fairly even apart from Caesar struggling at the moment. And on the side of Radix, Angry leading the charge here. Obviously, Angry playing towards Connector. having a great game so far, but once again towards the A side, up close and personal as Hype gives away their first flag again, this time versus the Pistols for a second time.
Yeah, constantly playing isolated on his own with no support towards close ramp. It's never worked for him as well. He's been outskilled in most of those rounds because they just are countering the play style he's running. So not really working out fantastically. Actually into a 3v3 as well. There is potential. Mr. Hoy, the only one really dealing damage for the T side though, as he's got the Deagle out. Capers towards CT. No real reason to extend out here. Play with your teammates, try and peek together. Instead, Ardis up through connector, faces on his own. Capers was isolated, couldn't do anything. Mr. Hoy now has an AWP. This is an easy frag for Mr. Hoy on the cross.
Not known as an AWP up. Has to deliver the shot as the cross. Let's see. We'll be landing that one nice and easy. 7-7, and once again, Hype versus the Pistols. Playing too close, playing too exuberant. Overzealous gives with the first frag, and basically is the catalyst for people to get into that round and open up the A side.
So obviously now going to go into the pause, and this is where Ardis will go, Hype, stop playing so close. Why are you playing close to the ramp? Stop it. What are you doing?
What are you doing?
What are you doing? You've got so much potential. You're just so close to the ramp. You're so close.
It's got so much potential, just so dumb. Oh dear.
Thanks, Imi.
Cheers.
For the quick call in there.
Oh dear. Trying to think of an Adam XO reference.
What was
wake up?
Yeah, what was it?
You can't swear, but
you know,
wake the up now.
When they were at iSeries, and what was it when he was just, when he's having a go at him about defusing the bomb?
Defuse.
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 Hype. Defuse.
Hype. Defuse. What are you doing?
So what are you doing, Hype?
Wake up now.
I'm sick of it, Hype. What are you doing? Sick of it. Bring guns. Bring guns.
Oh dear.
Play Mirage in 7-7. What are we doing? How's it call this close? Team's folded and we're still losing. What are we doing?
Oh dear.
It's a packed studio today. We've got everyone down.
Yeah.
All the boys.
Thing is though, speaking of Scousers, Aaron doesn't sound that Scouse, does he?
He doesn't, actually. Interestingly enough, in terms of the UK spectrum, as it goes from Scouser, most Scouse to lowest, I feel like you've got Aaron, Adam5, Ardis, Imi.
No, I think Ardis is way above Imi.
Do you think?
Have you
He's more aggressive. I feel like his is more aggressive, but it's also, it feels like Imi at 480p.
He does. And you know how they like at the, like, how do I put it, on some of their words? Yeah.
Gherkin.
Yeah, Gherkin.
Got a Gherkin.
I feel like Ardis adds that. He adds that flair.
That's probably the worst word for a Scouser to say. Can I have 2 Gherkins, please?
Oh, dear. Well,
how have we lost that?
4 versus 4. Final round of the first half in the first match of this best of 3. Obviously, winner of this one will go on to play Endpoint. And that could be quite a spicy game. Radix versus Endpoint. That's closer than it sounds.
It actually is, especially with the form Endpoint have been having recently. Endpoint have not been looking anywhere near as good as they should be.
Yeah, and even the Epiphany Bolt one, you know, in terms of the skill, they have the skill for that sort of, you know, 1 best of 3 upset. Oh my. Elo with the headshot. Looked like it was done up by the AWP, but actually Elo did find it. Got a master on the side.
He's the master. But will he be able to... well, he's actually... He's not the... what was it we called him?
Burdemeister.
That was it. Well, you know, it was a better name anyway.
Yeah, it was.
Molotov down, going to peek through, just running around like a lunatic. He's eventually killed by Elo there. All of a sudden, it's just Hype remaining. Hype gets 1 frag, but this is basically it. Snodge, you can already see how this is going to go down. This will be Epiphany Bolt actually getting themselves the additional round here at the end of the first half, which is pretty good for them, actually. That T side looking good, and that's where they needed to perform well as well. More of that mixed style, you're not going to be able to have as an effective T side. You won't have that hardcore strategy drilled into you. You won't have the opportunities of, if A happens, how do we counter this? That's more where Epiphany Bolt are going to be able to, sorry, Radix are going to be able to excel. Well,
8-7. Got to bring up the fact that what happens if Radix can concede those 2 ecos? You know, could that have been a 10-5? Could that have been 11-4? Obviously, Hype on that 8 side was struggling a fair bit. Obviously, we know that Radix like to put a lot of attention towards middle.
It was just very aggressive for unnecessary reasons.
Yeah, I mean, very good half there from Epiphany Bolt. When you think about it, you know, holistically on the whole. Pistol round was 1. Win the first buy round. Couldn't really, you know, convert that into a 5-0 lead. But at least 4-0 up. Yes, they lost a few rounds going forward, but it felt like that eco round victory they had towards the A side really sparked them again into that second half. You know, they were 7-5 down, they bring it back 8-7, they win the last 3 remaining rounds, and here they are into the map pick of Radix and into the second half pistol. If they win this one, especially in the CT side as well, this could be the upset already.
Yeah, especially if we actually see a bit of a wake-up from Caesar. Not looking like himself today. Nowhere near as many frags as you expect to see to his name. And there's the opener. He actually pops a head off as Angry goes down early on. They're dubious of actually where this bomb is going to be going towards, where the site has been taken. They reposition background. They're going to be able to group up. You get the 3-2 push back into the site to try and clear it. They have one kit, but they've only got one smoke as well. They really need to try and go for this, as time will be of the essence as they get close in. Hype hits the deck, more to be done. Elevated angle here, as it's just Bowden remaining. He hides away, but Dom actually demolishes him on the retake. Defuse comes through. Epiphany Bolt 9-7 now, as they are looking very effective. Both pistol rounds going to be going their way.
That's usually one of the key to victories. For a map victory, you know, you win both the pistols as long as you can convert that into the 3 rounds following that one. You know, if you get a 6-round buffer, at that point you only need 10 more rounds to actually win the whole map. And, you know, when you factor in, you know, ecos and force buys, that could be down to 6 buy round victories, for example, to actually get a map victory. So, lots to come back from here for Radix. Obviously, we saw in the first half their buy rounds were far more, you know, effective than their pistol. It will be the instant investment to 3 and 4s. Obviously, the bomb was planted, so it should be the full eco coming from Radix. We should be looking at a 10-7 scoreline here for Epiphany Bolt. But then again, you know, Radix showed us you can lose these rounds on the CT side.
Ooh. Yeah, the deagle damage done there from Bowden Hype as well. Up close personal off the back of the CZ, but the M4s are still causing a ruckus. They're looking effective, but Artis has now been armed with one. It all falls down to the X-Gamers man. Let's see what he can actually get up to as he wants to try and dive through. He's got all the info as well, Snods. He finds Mr. Hoy. He's got himself an M4. Sure, he doesn't have armor, but he's already had 2 frags. He's feeling hot. Let's see how he actually opts to play this one. A minute on the clock, tons of time.
No Kevlar. Could be the downfall. Bomb. Dropped in the open. In the vision as well of Mr. Hoy towards short, but actually I think Mr. Hoy is going to be conceding vision of the bomb. This is paranoid about a flank coming in through kitchen. So, bomb picked up. Ooh. Mr. Hoy. Yeah, you can see he sees the bomb has disappeared. Pushing in now. Knows Alice is going to have no Kevlar in the scenario. So the first bullet is so crucial to land here. To obviously cause that. What's it called? I've lost the word.
Cause what, mate?
You lack armor. You get shot. Aim punch.
Oh, right.
There he is.
I was confused what you were talking about. I was just like, I don't know where you're going with
it. Do you know
I was watching Ardis because I thought he was going to go for I thought he was going to go for a double brain play. I thought he had a massive brain.
So you just calculate in your head.
I was like, yeah, is he going to wait ramp and then go back A? Will Mr. Hoy fall for this? And then he just went B. So it kind of shut me down. But anyway, he's gone B. Mr. Hoy's still at A when there was 3 seconds into the round, of course. But he might still plant. Rotate. Oh, it's on the face and he's done it. Told you, boys. Knew he wouldn't rotate.
How have we lost that? How have they lost that, to be fair? No one buying Kevlar for Radix. A simple connector push. They've gone out through middle, Jack.
Through connector?
And here they are. Round number 18, 8-9, and Epiphany Bolt. It was looking so good winning both the pistols here on this first map. The map pick of Radix. But it's all gone into disarray. Yeah,
they won both of the pistols, but they pistoled it all away. As now we get back into this one, Angry with a face up through ramp, tries to spray him down, takes down Dom, more to be done as well. Deep nade as he mortar strikes towards the back of the site, tagging up Elo, who's hiding in C tier. And they're focused towards A as well. You can see him debating if it is actually going to be a full commit, when in reality, the bomb is going over towards that B site, and they're rotating off. They've given up. They haven't even seen the bomb. They've seen nothing.
Oh, Wolfie. Is he going to go for the risk towards the A site? Are they going to gamble for a stack towards A? They already have, really, 3 of the players here towards that A site, but Wolfie finds the first. Turns into a 4 versus 4. Still has to be cautious, but Angry will find 1 and 2 Elo, and now the 2-player advantage as Ardis finds the flag onto the site.
He's locked it down. The one-man Ardis, the army that he is. He's bigger on the inside, you
know. Much like a TARDIS.
Indeed. Caesar and Mr. Hoy. A bit of an unorthodox duo now, as they're just trapped in the shop. The shop is on fire. Unfortunately, they are not. They're not being able to do anything.
Trivia.
Go on, mate.
Mr. Hoy's dad actually owns a shop. They run a Chinese takeaway.
Wow. What? The shop is a Chinese takeaway?
Yeah, swear on my life. Swear on my life. Yeah.
Right, hang on. But there's a shop. When you say shop, I think of like
a restaurant.
I go in.
Oh right, yeah. Like
I buy a bottle of water.
Yeah,
I buy a banana.
Yeah.
You know, I see what I fancy. If you say a shop,
well,
you mean the takeaway, then I'm not really
You're
following.
thinking more restaurant, yeah. But then again, you know, we call it kitchen, don't we?
It is a kitchen though.
Exactly.
Well, no, it's not. But
it's not. But
it's a shop.
It's a shop.
UK call it, yeah. But it used to be a kitchen.
Exactly.
From what I remember.
Sauce or
I think.
Something like that.
I mean, I might be wrong. It was a few years ago now. Mr. Hoy, though, he's showing you can cook that chicken. He comes through the first headshot. Finger looking good.
Oh, dear. Mr. Hoy now. 1 versus 4. Molotov comes out. He's burning alive.
He's still in it.
He's still in it. He's still here. I thought he was going to give away the frag. You know, $300. Fair enough. But he's still here playing for the exit frags. Want to get those stats looking good. He's got competition, mate. Got to look better than Thomas.
Yeah. He needs to try and fill in his shoes.
Yeah. 10-9. Round number 20. Going to be the Mac 10 for Radix. He's going to keep it. I mean, they got $9,000 as well. You can go for that risk and buy him to the AK. Obviously, on the flip side, if Radix win this round, go 11-9 up, you know, in terms of the cash, it's going to be monumental for Radix going forward. Oof. Oof. I mean, imagine the money.
Yeah, it is quite a risky play, though, obviously, keeping it as a scouting weapon already, at this point. Yeah, it's not really necessary. Actually could be a downfall, especially wielding it towards mid. He's got very lucky that no one's peeked from these faraway angles. Playing it in connector, though, could actually work well. If he gets the strike against Dom, it all depends on timing, Snods.
We're going to wait for the execution towards the A site. The timing! Oh, no head armor there for Dom, and the Mac 10 actually works.
Absolutely artist. Continuing on now. They've got site control. Artist as well! He's just popping everyone. He's dealing damage, Snods. He's ripping heads off.
3 versus 3. Oh, this is fairly low. It will be Burnemeister's HE to turn this into the one-player advantage here for Radix. The site's there, the bomb is planted, and they've switched around through the smoke, and Artist finds a third as well. Leaving just Wolfie alone in the 1 versus 3. How on earth has he done?
Dude, who is this guy? He's like the master of smokes. He just pops out of nowhere from a smoke and kills people. That was ridiculous. How has Artist gotten away with that? Well, you know what? I'm not going to question his gangster buys anymore. He can gangster boogie with a Mac 10 whenever he wants. I'm fine with it now.
He had a pretty gangster walk at Prem, didn't he? Do you remember the...
Crip.
Yeah.
Crip walk into the...
It's like a McGregor ring walk, wasn't it?
Yeah, man. There you have it. He's still dealing damage. He's back. He's fresh. That, you know, to be fair, what it probably is coming back from that fresh air from Sweden, being back in Liverpool. The pollution has not had time to actually bring him down yet. So he's feeling it. So he's popping heads. He's crisp. Capers has yet to get a frag since he rejoined the server, which was on the first half.
He also hasn't died in a while as well. 11-9. With the quality buy coming from Epiphany, but obviously losing a magnitude of rounds now so far. But I mean, winning both these pistols and still being in a 2-round deficit, only into round number 21 as well. This is really red flags here for the Epiphany Bowl side. Already lacking Thomas, lacking their main source of firepower, and things get even more desolate. Wolfie there with a boosted angle towards the B side. His teammates are falling left, right, and center. We'll get one. A second as well, and Dom chimes in too.
Wolfie might have actually just won it for him there off the back of that double kill. He brings it back into a winnable 2v2. The only thing is there isn't weapons in the arsenal of the other two remaining Epiphany Bowl players. But Dom, he gets armed and he strikes fast there. Unfortunately, runs out of ammunition. It's all on the deagle of Elo, and he couldn't quite clutch it out. Artist on the reface. Confidence coming through as the Scouser smashes him.
3-round advantage now for Radix going forward into the round number 22. What's it going to be? An AWP now for Burnemeister. Do you know what? I think Radix might be my dark horse for the whole tournament. You know, when you think about it, we're expecting, you know, a Vexed, an Endpoint, most likely Epsilon, for example, to win at the LAN finals.
Yeah, probably Fish.
Probably Fish, yeah. But I feel like Radix is my dark horse.
Yeah? You reckon a Fish Radix finals?
Do you know what? That wouldn't even surprise me.
I reckon it'd be a swimmingly good time.
Nice. But yeah, I mean, so far online, why has Artist got no gun?
Okay, well, they said it was a bit unfair, so they've had to take his gun off him to make it more even.
Yeah, it's like golf when you have your handicap.
Yeah, God, it's just... Is he just not bought? Well, he's just not bought.
How is Angry here as well? What the hell? He lines up 2 of them. 5 versus 3 already. 2-player advantage down the back of the flank coming in from Angry. Here's the steps towards window of kitchen.
Mr. Hoy's had enough.
Oh, Dom. This is mental.
What a messy round. They're actually going to win it as well. How bizarre. Elo, the last man left standing on that CT side. He's low. He's timid. He's on the floor. He's dead.
Well, they've won that round when Artis had no gun.
Dude, maybe it's some kind of next-gen strategy. He's got 11k in the bank, but he's also gone for an eco round by not buying a gun.
Yeah. I mean, fair play, it worked. Obviously, Cape is still yet to frag.
Of course.
But it doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter at this point. Another quasi-buy going to be coming out here for Epiphany Bolt. 13-9. 4-round deficit now for the CT slap, but they may be going into an even, you know, digging themselves into a deeper hole here. No M4s, no rifles, no SMGs, just up close and personal CZs.
Capers dead again. Still not a chance to frag. Artis holding the rear. Things are looking good, as they are definitely in fantastic shape to pick this one up. That's going to be 14 rounds secured, Snods, as well, to actually close this one out. It's been very quick, as they're just swiftly beaming their way through. Elo and Dom, both the money wielding pistols. Hype, he has the cut-off point here as well with this angle. Spices it up a little bit. Going to be on top of the box.
Yeah. Top of the pops or top of the box? What would be, I guess Gamers is the talent show, isn't it? How good's your skiing?
Kind of, yeah.
Do you know what? Artis won the smoke challenge.
Did he? I bet that was bad for his lungs.
Well, he is from Liverpool.
What did that involve? Just throwing smokes?
Yeah, basically it's like, smoke jungle, got to smoke jungle. Smoke window, smoke this, smoke window from spawn, smoke to a connector from, you know, back box's middle, for example.
Yeah.
And
smoke Epiphany Bolt's chances of getting to finals.
Hey.
And he said,
okay.
Well, 2 of them are on 10k. Capers is on 9k and he's still not got a frag since the first half, but he does have the AK.
I thought we were going to go for a no AK Capers.
But to be fair, it worked last time.
It did work last time. Imagine the comms.
I don't know. I don't know. Where's your gun? I don't know.
Well,
Angry just winning the round anyway.
Yeah. This could be the last Byron we see into this first map here. Obviously, double op setup coming out from the likes of Epiphany Bolt. They have such a big round loss bonus now that they can afford for the double op setup and, you know, utility, Molotov, smokes. Ooh, exchanges already.
Oh, no.
Doesn't really do too much damage, but the Molotov will connect. Hype is taken out of the equation.
I don't know about you, but I'd be angry about that one.
Never heard that one before. An angry pun. But, yeah. Hype goes down for the Molotov. Still a 1-player advantage though for Epiphany. You know, minute 5 seconds left on the clock. This time for Radix going in towards middle. You know, usually they're going out through a ramp, they're going through the apartments, they're going through Palace, they're finding these entries. They go in heavy towards middle this time. Usually it's just Artis alone or Angry alone. But last time the flank towards window gave them 3 kills.
Oh no.
Uh-oh.
Oh, luckily Caesar actually rotates in the nick of time to hold that angle. I thought they were all going to dissipate off and just leave it completely open. So Angry, he just needs to not get too crazy and push in before his teammates have actually got out through connector here and through ramp. If he does that, surely the focus of Caesar should be towards the site. Then he'll be able to backstab, but it depends on timing. Elo gets the first frag. There is the response, though, as Artis and Angry both go down. This is where the play is going to be so crucial now for Capers and Bowden. Capers, as per usual, dead as ever. And it's just Bowden left up top as he tries to drop them down. 2 frags for Bowden as he's starting to get a bit of that flare back from the prior season. 10 seconds, Nods. Has to commit to the plant. Mr. Hoy will peek. Mr. Hoy! He's got 10 seconds, man!
Oh,
all right,
thank God.
Is Mr. Hoy unaware of how bombs work? Because he was on the site last time when there was 2 seconds left and he went, well, it's surely still A. And then this time, he just doesn't peek.
He was obviously worried about the fake plant, but...
There was no fake plant there, Snods. Come on.
Pros don't.
Bowden doesn't fake.
Bowden doesn't.
We know Bowden.
We know, yeah.
I've had 2 seasons of him.
We've had
I don't think I've seen him fake
We've had 2
once.
after parties with Bowden. He doesn't fake.
He didn't fake in Pop World. Those dance moves were 100% real.
He had some questionable dance moves, I'm not going to lie.
Dude, he can do the worm, though, man.
The worm was good. He was impressing the ladies with that, wasn't he?
Yeah, man.
He was. He had those 2 girls. Fair play to that. 5 versus 4.
Capers has got a
Hey!
Woo! All right, he's in. Welcome to the scoreboard.
You know what? It's nice to see you here. You know, hope you enjoy your stay on the scoreboard, Capers, and you know, we hope to see you around.
Yeah. But this is good. This means good things.
This is like Exodia, like the leg has just been placed.
They finally found the right leg.
They found the right leg.
And now Hardest will kill everyone. Oh, Elevated Peak comes through though. Cape is trying to get a second, but no. Just the one. Come on now. Let's be serious. There's 3 players remaining on the side of Radix. See what they'll actually be able to achieve. It's a bit of a kerfuffle.
4 versus 3 here. Minute left on the clock. Bomb going in back towards B Apartments. Master in towards CPL. Hype in towards Connector. So how do they try and work this round out? It's going to be Hype rejoining the ranks with Master towards B short. So it is going to be the B split. The issue is that can they get up short scot-free? And I believe they can. Dom, where is he holding? Yeah, holding towards top of Connector, which means no one's holding for the short push, and things could get ugly.
Mr. Hoyt trying to tap down. Wolfie comes through with the first, a bit of a spray and a pray there. Mr. Hoyt actually be able to connect that headshot, but it all falls down to Artist, the man you want this situation, but he's committing to the plant. Ooh, I thought that was going to be a bit messy there from Dom, but luckily does connect the headshot. They're keeping themselves in it. 11 of 14. There is still a ton of money for Radix, though. Obviously, they were saving up the Wonga, the Dosh, the Moolah, the Reddies, the Cream.
I was about to say Cream.
Well, Cream actually, technically, you know, as much as it is a slang word for money, it's more of just a slang word for cash rules everything around me. So technically, it isn't money. But, you know, I let you have that one. I let myself have that one.
No, that's good, mate.
Don't disrespect the Wu-Tang clan.
Well. 2 towards on the pass, 2 towards top mid. Usually telegraphs a boost towards window.
Bowden's done him.
And a poor smoke there, obviously. Pushes through the smoke to the right of it. Gets the first frag onto Wolfie. And yeah, double underpass, sorry, means the boost in towards window. But Angry taken out of the equation already. 4 versus 4. Caesar finds that frag. And you know, we've had a really quiet game from Caesar.
It's uncharacteristic of him, actually.
And the thing, yeah, this is the thing though. It's not if it, you know, it's not if it's you know, your KPs or your Neff where you know, they're going to be towards the bottom of the scoreboard on the team, but they're going to be, you know, playing that supportive role in terms of communication, in terms of the positions they play on the CT side.
It doesn't matter as much.
Yeah, exactly. But for Caesar, you know, how much does he really contribute outside of the scoreboard? Is he giving, you know, mid-round calls? Is he giving great communication? Is he bouncing off ideas with Wolfie the IGL? You know, it's unlikely with his experience, so... Yeah,
that's not someone you'd even want attempting to do something like that. You just want him focusing on his fragging power. That's all he is. He's a young gun. He still isn't experienced enough to be able to come into a role like that yet. This is where he still has developed just his natural talent. But today, he's just having a bit of an off day. Very bad as well for Epiphany Bolter, because he is one of their saving graces. He can do a lot of damage. And unfortunately for Epiphany Bolter as well, this is match point now taken by Radix. They've got the overtime safety net. They've still got a ton of money. And you've got the double orb setup that now can come through here on that T side if they choose to keep it.
Yeah. As you said, they can keep the double orb setup if they want to. Obviously, they're going to have so much cash to work with at this point. They can opt for, you know, that risk. If they lose this round, you know, so be it. It will go 15 to 12. But then again, they can instantly, you know, invest into that orb for Master 4 AK, so want to finish off the rest of the buy. It's not the end of the world, and they can also risk to go for the hunt and Caesar. Not going to be able to have an M4 and potentially the last round on this first map. Radix, you know, they were down 4-0 on the CT side. We thought, okay, maybe Epiphany Bolt going to run with the momentum. They lose Thomas. They lost their biggest fragging ability. They still have Dom. I believe Dom is starting to become the player he's sort of been foreshadowed to be, if that makes sense. It feels like Dom's never really lived up to the hype of the potential.
He's starting to fulfill his prophecy. It's like saying, you know, you go around the back of Epic Land and scrawled on the back of the wall, there's like a crude drawing of Dom's face, and it just says gamer, and there's like a picture of Neil M holding a trophy. You're not quite sure what it meant, and all of a sudden it started to come true that he's actually a bit of a gamer. Wolfie, though, sees that in hand, finds that frag on KP somehow. Elo as well, back on the scene as he dominates against Artist there. It's a 3v3. They have the better firepower, but actually, do they have the willpower to find these kills? The CTs have swarmed back through. Elo is right in the back line. He can strike against Bowden here, but he needs to be swift about it. But he just gets taken down anyway. It's only Caesar and Dom. Both of them off the side. They're going to have to play together, and that has gone well out of the window. Dom is the only one remaining, Snods, and can't say he'll be alive for too long in this position. He's got a Famous, but he probably won't be making himself famous with this one as he charges straight through. All three of the T's are there. Angry will take him down as he is looking ferocious with that one. And that is the game done and dusted as we see Radix picking up the first map on Mirage.
Yep, was their map pick 16-11, which is actually rather surprising when you consider the fact that they lost both pistols. We think, okay, you know, is this going to be a close affair? Both pistols going in